dark. I went to sleep when it was dark when I woke up, and like
I overslept.
my
I did
memories
not
were
wake
still.
up.
I know, dude. You walking out of the tent was one of the funniest moments that has ever like happened to me.
Okay, so let's explain to the viewers because we are recording right
What?
now.
Okay. Why didn't you, bro? What?
It's okay. It's okay. We didn't swear.
I always do
I
that.
I never swear. Yeah, he does always do that.
Yeah.
How long have you been recording for?
I guess we do some small talk then.
About 50 seconds.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay. That's not bad.
So this morning we had a cross country race. It was my last race. Yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's too.
My Luke's and mine last race. It was our last race, and
Mine is really good, so he has more.
yeah. So I overslept, so I didn't get to ride the bus there or back with them. I just drove myself. And obviously because of that, they were there first. Our little tent that we stay in was all set up and everything, and they didn't think that I was there when I was. So I go inside the tent, and I'm not really looking for them, but I'm like, oh, they're not in here. And the tent's all closed up and all that. And then I'm just talking to some of the teammates for a minute, and I set my stuff down and all that. And then I unzip the tent, and I walk out, and they're standing right there, oblivious to the fact that I was even in the tent
Yeah.
or on the premises at all. So it was it was almost like I just teleported.
I know.
That's the closest you'll get to ever feeling like someone just teleported.
I
to
literally
you.
was like, how? So, what went through my mind immediately, because I'm very stupid. I thought that
I'm very.
I thought that he I don't know, like I thought that he had somehow snuck in through the back of the tent just
That's
to like
also what I
surprise
thought.
us, or that he literally just teleported into the the tent. The tent is a dimensional
The first
Yeah.
one.
rift.
The first one makes sense, but the second part, no.
Yeah.
But
So-
I didn't even realize like how it would have looked from their perspective at first.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is funny?
Like,
I was
and
like,
we were just talking a little bit before, like, oh, where's Austin? Like, we
Really?
Yeah,
we
we were
didn't know
literally
he was
talking
there.
about where Austin is.
He just comes out of the tent all of a sudden.
We're like,
yeah.
oh,
But yeah.
It was pretty funny.
we wished him into existence.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we don't have much small talk
It's a
today.
little-
Yeah.
funny story.
I will mention this is the second episode that we are recording
We
back
just
to
recorded
back.
the FNAF quiz before this.
Yes. But yeah, to get into today's topic.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
they have no idea. They have no idea what the topic is. I've kept it secret until I get to explain. It's similar to what we did in a sense, like just now in the last episode, but not really.
Sense. Money.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes.
No.
There's been a lot.
Wait a
of,
minute.
There's been a lot of Saw references.
I know.
lately.
I just got into Saw a little bit yesterday.
And it's like I just can't stop mentioning it for
I
some
gotta
reason.
watch them now. It's cool
Yeah.
movies.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Game time.
let me rephrase that. Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the hit game show, which I created myself. Austin Badgecar made this game show.
What's it called?
Is that what the name of it is?
Welcome. Yeah, that's the name. That's the name. Welcome back to Moral Compass, everybody.
No, I don't like moral compass.
It also is totally not the name of today's episode.
Nice.
So
Yo.
let me lay out the rules for
Moral compass?
not only you guys but for the viewers, listeners.
Uh-huh.
I keep
What?
calling them viewers, they're listeners.
Viewing the words.
In the game Moral Compass, I have handpicked. Well, it can range, but I chose to do 4 characters because
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Oh god.
I didn't want to overdo it. So today we have 4 characters, each with varying morality.
We know
The
all. We
Pale
all
Knight.
know all of these characters.
They are very famous characters, and I made sure that both of you know these characters.
Pale Knight.
Oh really?
Yes, you both should know.
The Pale King.
There's maybe one that maybe you don't know, but I definitely think you do.
It's the
So
Pale
4 characters I have handpicked, which is why it's still media related. 4
What?
characters that I have handpicked that all have varying morality on the moral compass.
This is awesome.
Now, where you guys come in, each of you have your own jobs to do,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a game. There will be a winner. There
My God, bro.
will be a prize too.
What?
I will be the loser.
There's a secret prize that I will reveal after the winners reveal.
Hey, it's Hunter's birthday tomorrow. I think that he's good on presents.
Yeah, you know, you're good on presents, Hunter. You don't
I'm
need no
good.
prizes.
I don't need no prize.
Yeah, there will be a prize for the winner.
Okay.
But let me lay out what you guys actually have to do. So as I've stated, 4 characters, each with varying morality, very obvious morality. Your guys' jobs, and this will switch. One of you, in a sense,
Sorry.
in a sense, it's similar to that episode of Distractable.
Also, the game Devil's
Yes.
Advocate.
Yes. Your guys' job, one of you will be assigned to convince me that the character you are assigned is either a good person or a bad person. And this will switch between, whenever we switch. So one of you will be assigned to convince that this character is good,
Okay.
and the other will be assigned to convince me that it is bad. You have
Whoever convinces best gets the points.
whoever has the most interesting, funny, far-fetched, accurate, whoever sways me.
Okay.
Whoever
This is
sways
exciting.
me
This is gonna be so fun.
will win this. You each get 5 minutes.
Oh,
the other
fudge.
person is not allowed to talk while you are talking.
Oh.
Okay.
So you each have 5 minutes to give me a condensed, well thought out plan on how this character is either good or bad.
This is awesome.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let me get the timer.
Uh-oh.
I think not knowing about this beforehand makes this better.
Yes.
I would like to know the character.
Okay,
You-
so I will set the timer to 5, not hours. 5.
5 years, actually.
Yes, 5 years.
Like
Okay.
5 years worth of content.
Luke
Okay.
is gonna be sitting here for 5 years talking
My
about
timer
one
is ready.
character.
Let's introduce our first character into the fray. Our first character is William Afton.
Yo,
My
I
favorite
bet
villain
it-
of all time.
Okay, what is this even supposed
Now,
to be?
I already have predestined on this list who is convincing what.
Uh-huh.
Hunter, you're convincing me that William Afton is a bad person.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Luke, you are convincing me that William Afton is a good person. Your downside to this, Hunter, is that you have to go first because you get the easy. You get the easy
Yeah.
option. So you have to go first, but just because it's easy, don't let that, because it's not just accuracy.
Don't worry, I know.
It's not just accuracy I'm looking for. You have to make it interesting and sway me and really make it memorable.
Yes, yes.
So this can be anything. This can be literally however you want to convince me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, Hunter, are you ready to convince me that William Afton, who has murdered multiple children, stuffed their bodies into animatronic suits,
Uh-huh.
and is the main antagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's, are you ready to convince me that he is a bad person?
Yes, I am ready.
Starting off with a hard one.
3, 2, 1, start!
So, as you already know, he's murdered multiple children and stuffed them into suits. Where do I even begin? He lures children into a pizzeria to murder them. Basically just to go, hey buddy, how's your day? And then kill them on their birthdays sometimes even. He murdered his own child on accident, I say. He also murdered a kid named Cassidy, which is in the same suit as Golden Freddy.
Okay.
He could have just completely shut down the entire establishment after his child died. But no, he decides, let's keep this going. Because, any sane person would do that after their child died on, where he started the company. Because,
okay.
when your child dies, you're like, let's keep this going.
Yes.
I like how this is rolling.
Yes.
But yeah, he's not a good guy. The only persona you actually ever see of William Afton, except for in the movie, is a purple guy, which I like to call, which is just really funny to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you ever see him is Purple Guy. And the second time I guess you see him is Springtrap. You can see his skull in the Springtrap suit. Because the children that he murdered scared him into going into the suit so that he would die.
That sounds like a bad person.
He sounds like a really bad guy. And you know what? He's terrified of those children that were ganging up on him for very good reason, because they are a ghost and they are haunting him because he murdered them in cold blood. He saw a child that was quite literally crying because he had no friends, and goes, "Dude, you're dead now, buddy," because he's that terrible of a person.
Okay.
After countless of murders of just innocent children, he goes, "Let's keep this establishment going, because, as I said already, that's the smartest thing to do."
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, this game is kind of bad. I hate this game because they really messed up William Afton. They kind of go, "Oh yeah, let's make this character named Burntrap," and I hate this guy because he sucks.
Okay.
And the whole point of that is that he just kind of took over a security guard named Vanessa to basically get Gregory killed, which is the kid which is the main character of the first of Security Breach. But yeah, he's not a really good guy at all, and none of his families are really good people either. Because not to mention his son Henry.
Oh, so the bad genes carry on.
The bad genes carry on.
Got it.
This is gonna be talking about Henry a little bit. Michael.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, which? No, I'm talking about Henry's the one that made Sister Location, or the Sister Location ones. Oh no, wait, Henry made the. Never mind.
Michael's
also-
Michael's good.
He also made He helped make animatronics that basically just kill you,
Mm-hmm.
which was Sister Location. He designed them basically just to kill people,
Mm-hmm.
but made them look out to be very nice and very cool. They're called Funtime animatronics. Really good idea because it's a fun time gonna be killed.
Mm-hmm.
Circus Baby was created, and literally, I think it was Henry's daughter.
His own daughter.
William. Oh yeah, it's Henry's sister.
Nope.
Was alone with Circus Baby, and Circus Baby learned that she can have ice cream. Was it or cupcakes? Yeah, it was one of those, either ice cream or cupcakes. And the girl was left there by herself, and she just killed her because she just murdered her in cold blood for no reason at all.
So William's evilness just spreads.
William's evilness just spreads everywhere he is because it's quite literally just.
Interesting.
It's just how he is. It's just the genes of William Afton is just bad because he's not a good guy at all. And I don't think there's any way you could physically say, "Hey, this guy is good," after knowing his child died, and continuing doing this. So that's my whole thing on how 100% fact that William Afton is probably the most evil person I can think of. Well, not the most evil. One of the most evil. Because
I don't think it's that surprising, right?
I think it's not, but
Well,
it just makes my job harder.
You are
Yeah.
arguing the opposite side.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I know
Yeah.
the whole story. So I'm really gonna twist this. I'm gonna have
He
to
knows
just
the-
take
he-
advantage of the fact that
he
you
knows
guys
the
don't know
whole
everything.
story.
I'm just gonna skip the part where he murders kids.
Yo.
That's gonna be loud.
I really wanted it to be.
Okay.
Yes. All right, Hunter is cut off, even though he was already finished anyway.
Yeah.
So Luke, are
hard.
you ready to explain to me how William Afton is a good person after everything Hunter just explained?
Oh yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, to start things off, William Afton works as a security guard or not security guard, but he made these animatronics and works at this pizza place to spread joy and happiness. He made these robots to sing songs to the kids. You know, he has these robots that also give them treats, that kind of thing. He lets them play and stuff, and his main goal at the very beginning and always is that he wants people to be happy. He always is in the pursuit of making others happy.
Okay.
He made these robots to make people happy. He gave robots to rent out to people for birthday parties and such that gave them treats and things like that. He works with noble people like Henry Emily, who also made all of these animatronics alongside of him to, just make the world a better place, I guess you could say. I mean, pretty far fetched, but it is true. Animatronics make the world a better place. Everybody knows
yes,
this.
because Chuck E. Cheese.
And yeah, no, I can't get past the fact that he murdered a couple kids, but this is justifiable.
Oh, okay.
His own son murdered his other son, his brother. Michael Afton murdered Evan Afton, his brother.
Wasn't it by accident though?
Was it by accident though?
That's a good question.
I don't think it was by accident. And it was killed by William's own creation. So this would obviously make him pretty mentally unstable, as any person would. And he got out his anger. It was a mistake. He knows. I'm sure he understands that it was not intent. Like he knows it's a bad thing to do. But it was. It's just he had to work through something. You got to cut him some slack. All right? He's having enough go of it.
Okay.
His other daughter got killed by somehow.
Interesting.
And his other son, Michael, just is working hard to avenge himself, I guess, after killing Evan. He's trying to work hard to make himself a better person, but he doesn't do anything really that remarkable. Really, in all reality, Michael is worse than William, because Michael kills his brother and then doesn't justify it. He just immediately goes to wanting to kill William, a nice person. So obviously, Michael really is the true villain here.
Yeah.
Like he even says at the end of Security Breach, "I'm going to come find you to kill you." After what he,
What a
after
jerk.
what happened, I know.
What a jerk.
He's gonna kill him. His own father.
His own dad.
His
I
own
know.
father. Wow.
After he's just on this murderous rampage. After finding out how much fun murdering was, after he killed his own brother, he was like, "I need some more of this action. I need some
So
juice."
his poor, unsuspecting father is who he's going after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
What an absolute
That
jerk.
poor
Yep.
man.
Yep. His own father, who also remember those kids that he killed, but
Those cheesy.
that don't really matter.
Yeah.
They forced him to go into a springlock suit, which crushed all of his bones and half killed him. He's a walking corpse now because of these kids. This is terrible, but these kids forced him into this robot just to cause him the most amount of pain ever.
Are you serious?
So much pain.
Aw, that poor man.
Which has to be more pain than he ever caused. It's really, really sad. Moment of silence for
Moment of. Okay.
William. I'm tearing up here, and this is a really sad
Look
tale
at
of
you
William Afton.
sad. Look at you
And after
sad.
that, in the third FNAF game, Michael, probably Michael, burns down the establishment where his father is, where his corpse is walking around. He burns it down to the ground. William survives, but it was out of the malicious intent of Michael's heart that he wanted to kill his father and burn this place to the ground.
William has been utterly manipulated and.
Everything that he's done has just been him being beaten down. And then he gets sent to hell. After all these nice things he does, God made a mistake.
God made a mistake.
I guess that doesn't really. Anyway,
Okay.
Cassidy sent him head to hell.
Yes.
Cassidy made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids he
God.
killed. And he was tortured there by all the robots that really Michael brought about their wrongdoing. And William was just left to be tortured forever until he got brought back again, which he didn't want
What?
to be, I'm sure, because everyone hates him.
Dang, bro.
Ignore that last part. Not everyone hating him.
Alright. Now, it is time to decide who
Probably should have
wins
been
that
thinking
round.
about my answer while Hunter was talking. I literally just came up with that on the spot.
Okay. Yes, that it is a good idea.
Yeah.
Think about your answers. Okay. So,
I'm an actor. By trade.
for utterly convincing, this was a game of convincing this round here. There wasn't too many funny bits, it was really a heartfelt, moment of
Swear, bro.
convincing
This is scripted.
who is
This is scripted.
whether he's truly good or bad.
Yeah.
So, for utterly convincing me, for your true ethereal passion for your opinion on this matter. The point goes to Hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is scripted.
The reasoning for me, which I will explain my reasoning each time for giving who I gave the point to, despite, and it's not because, I don't think it was because you had the easy one.
Yeah, I know.
Which obviously it was easier,
Yeah.
but the reason I gave you the point was because you were truly, right from the get-go, you had a purpose, you were emotional, you were, this dude sucks.
Yeah.
You were, and you convinced me really well. You stated all of his war crimes, mostly everything he's done. You stated, for the most part, factually, and
That was one of my downfalls.
I missed 3 a little bit with the fact that he's a walking corpse and he knows everything that he's doing in 3.
yes.
Mostly.
Okay, now I feel like I have to justify him being a good guy all the time. Like, I feel like I was about to rebut what he said. I was like, no.
Yeah. That's why this game is so great.
Yeah.
And Luke,
Luke?
not to poop on you, but I do have to give my reasoning for why I
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
give you the point. I felt like Hunter's was a little more structured.
Yeah, again, just been thinking about mine.
Yours was still very good. It was funnier, obviously,
Yeah.
because I don't think the majority opinion is that he's a good person.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
And a big downfall of yours is when you, I think, is when you kind of focused the argument on his son. I feel like that was kind of, it was a little contradictory to the point,
Oh, sure.
and it felt, a little far fetched. In terms of, this was less of a funny round and more of you guys actually trying to convince me.
Yeah.
Apparently, I just feel like it was less convincing comparative to.
To be fair, I did kind of use his son and Henry and.
I mean,
everyone
it is
else.
important to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and but yeah, that is William
That was
Afton.
hard.
That was hard. Don't worry, the tides are changed for this
Yeah.
next character, and this is the one that I'm really hoping both of you know well. This is the only one out of these 4 characters that one of you might not know as well.
Yeah.
I think this might be Pale Knight.
It is
Okay.
not. There's no Hollow Knight characters in this.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's really gonna be really unfair.
And just to remind you, convincing isn't the only option.
Yep.
If
There are other
you-
ways to go, yeah.
If you are utterly backed into a corner,
I don't know if I was trying to convince. I think I was more of just talking because I had to.
Yeah.
well, it goes for both of you. Memorability, or if that's a word.
Yeah.
Funniness, comedy. Those are also ways to sway me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you can, but convincing is also a very important part. So, with our next character, Anakin Skywalker,
Okay.
also known as Darth Vader.
Okay.
Actually,
Wait.
I might know
He
this
didn't say yet.
No, I know.
So, Luke, you are to convince me that Anakin Skywalker, the man that murdered multiple Jedi children,
Well, I was sensing a theme here.
was swayed to the dark side and used it for ultimate power and to seek out all of his goals and dreams
Dope.
at everyone else's detriments.
Really cool guy.
Yes, you are to convince me that he is bad.
All right.
And Hunter, you are to convince me
I
that
might actually.
Anakin Skywalker is good.
I might actually have a good.
But Luke, obviously, you're
Yeah.
going first because you have the easy side here.
Yes, I do.
So, 1 second, and are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Anakin Skywalker's story really starts, I think, after Phantom Menace because he's a little kid in Phantom Menace, isn't he? Not in better. Seems like a pretty good person, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a little kid. The second movie starts, and also the worst movie in all the Star Wars starts, which is Attack of the Clones.
Yes, I agree.
The hang.
He commits many crimes in this movie. He
Okay.
commits the most heinous crime of cringe. Because
Okay.
I hate that.
if you have ever watched that movie, he falls in love with Padme Amidala, and they
Yeah.
and they start to talk, but they talk about really gross coupley stuff like, oh, I hate sand. Oh,
Yes.
So edgy.
Mm-hmm.
They roll around, they whisper sweet nothings in each other's ears, and the audience dies of cringe. A lot of the casualties, already he's killed people.
So he's committed a crime outside of the fictional realm.
Cringe.
That isn't bad, I don't know what is.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't even
Committed
gotten
cringe.
to Revenge of the Sith, which is another ballgame
Ugh.
entirely.
Mm-hmm.
He murders many children
Oh, that's okay.
Why does he murder them?
because he's a bad guy. Because he learns the power of the dark side, and because the Emperor, well, not the Emperor yet, but Palpatine is like, you gotta murder. You gotta be on the dark side because it has all the power, and I need you as my apprentice. All this nonsense. And he's like, I bet you gotta kill these kids. So he does.
You
Sorry.
pause the
Point.
timer, bro.
I just
Good point.
go ahead.
It's so mean
Point.
you can pause the timer.
The younglings were also helpless at the time, couldn't fight back. No Yoda there to protect them. So that's a really gross thing to do. And then he goes to Mustafar. I can't remember why he goes to Mustafar. Probably because he licks lava. And Obi-Wan Kenobi's there, his mentor and cool character you like. Starts talking, why are you doing this? And then he commits another crime. Bad green screen. The green screen in that part is terrible. But
Okay.
it wasn't really him, that was the director's fault.
Got it.
Then he utters the most hilariously bad line of all time. To me, this is my favorite. This is the worst line. I quote this a lot. That I think has ever been written in a movie. While they're fighting in this epic battle scene, Obi-Wan says, "Anakin,
Oh, God.
the Sith are evil." And then Anakin rebuts with, "From my point of view, the Jedi are evil." Of course.
Yes. Yes.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Okay,
Well,
makes sense.
Yeah.
He gets Obi-Wan kind of burns him in the lava.
Kind
His
of.
face gets all burned up. He gets kind of he almost dies, but then he is saved by I'm pretty sure it's Palpatine, right?
Yes.
Who puts him in the Darth Vader. I promise I know a lot about Star Wars. I don't know why I keep
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm being factual here.
Yeah.
Puts him in this suit of Darth Vader. He becomes Darth Vader, the iconic villain, the guy who goes
Bom, bom,
and has an awesome theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and then in the next few movies he goes around the galaxy trying to get all this power. He's a Sith now, he's super evil. He's making this thing called the Death Star, which
Yes.
literally explodes planets.
Yeah.
Should be able to do more. But
Literally blows up planets
Mhm.
whenever he wants.
Yeah.
At the command of Palpatine. Then in the movie Revenge of the Sith, he reveals to be Luke Skywalker's father. Who Luke Skywalker is a big good guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. He also has the same name as me, so I like him a lot.
I hate him now.
Misa, he was his father, which isn't really an evil thing, but probably pretty psychologically challenging for Luke. So really, it's pretty evil actually.
Mm-hmm.
He psychologically tortures this kid by telling him that the worst man in the world is his father. Basically Hitler.
Okay.
Okay.
And he falls down.
Space Hitler.
Yeah, Space
Got it.
Hitler.
Space
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the next movie, he builds another Death Star, which I guess makes sense because the thing was really powerful.
Yes.
He tricks everyone in the galaxy, but I think it's unfinished because it looks only half done. But
Oh,
it ends up being
wow.
actually finished, and he kills people.
Wow.
Many people.
Murder.
Pretty devious stuff, I'd
An
say.
actual jerk.
Mhm.
That
Wow.
sucks.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, he's pretty bad, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a little bit of a redemption arc. He throws Palpatine down into the blow up with the Death Star, but that doesn't redeem his actions because he also still does bad things after that. Then he dies.
Yeah.
Blows up the Death Star. Really sad, but his legacy still lives on. Kylo Ren worships Darth Vader and wants to be the exact person he was.
Mm-hmm.
So he builds the Star Killer base, which is a Death Star type thing, and Kylo Ren becomes a really, really bad dude. So if you're trying to emulate somebody, and if you become super, super evil, then obviously that person has to be like the most evil person
Yeah.
of the world.
Got it.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Boom.
Okay.
Luke's finished.
I'm pretty
All
Really
right.
good.
So, Hunter,
Thanks,
are you-
Hunter. Hunter said mine was really good. I just want to put that on record.
Yeah,
that Hunter
Hunter-
thinks that my was really
Good.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Well, Hunter, are you ready to convince me that Anakin Skywalker, who we have clearly just talked about,
Mm.
is a good person?
Yeah, actually, I do have a lot of. Okay, so right straight into it. You talked about Phantom Menace, right? Okay, so he's a child, right? He
Mhm.
gets taken into the Jedi's, and they have to do a whole bunch of training that normal kids should not be put into as soon as they're like kids,
Right.
or normal people should not be put inside instantly as soon as they're kids. Right?
Okay.
So it affects his mind a lot, right? It would affect
Okay.
your mind if you have to like train like this guy is bad. These people are evil, and we're really good. We're gonna make you do things blindly and stuff like that.
Right.
And obviously he's traumatized because later on he doesn't have the high ground. Okay, he does not have the high ground.
Okay,
Nope.
got it.
He also hates sand, and he was born on the sand planet, Tatooine. Like
It's
it
unfair.
It's unfair. He hates sand.
The
So
universe was against him. So.
his parents weren't around like ever. It just so sad. Like he's just a sad person. Like it's like it feels so bad for him. Like he gets burned in lava at some point too. Like it's just no one ever really cared for him because he was a slave. He actually was a slave.
That's true. He was a slave.
He was a slave at some point.
It's not cool.
Yeah, exactly. Not cool, Luke. You're calling a little slave boy a very evil person later on in his life. How rude of you.
Yeah, I am.
He falls in love with a woman, and he loves her more than anything in the world.
Got
Obviously, he has 2 kids with her. That we don't talk about what they did in the movie. Anyways, he loves this woman, and then at one point he thinks that she's gonna betray him, and he is just like distraught because she's there with his old Jedi master because obviously he thinks he's with her or she's with him. She's here to kill me, so he's just like saddened by this news. And also the children, he killed the children. You know why? Because like they were traumatized, so he's like, I'm just gonna end there. And listen, Master Skywalker, there's too many of them.
Okay.
Think about that. They were gonna die anyways. Just give them short, painful deaths. They were gonna die because there's too many of them as they go. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. And yeah, Darth Vader. Palpatine strictly gave him the worst suit possible just to restrain him from being able to use actual good power.
Ugly.
He was horrible. That suit is bad for him.
True, and he is very ugly.
Hey, don't be mean to me.
And it's not his fault that he's
It's not
ugly.
his fault. He got burned in lava.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
exactly.
See, I would also be doing that. I would also be killing people. I would also. I would also build a Death Star and like just blow up planets if that's what happened to me. Personally, I would be like extremely mad at the world. I would hate the world.
Okay.
But like if you think about it, he's not that bad of a guy if you actually think about all his actions.
Got it.
He kills Palpatine, one of the biggest rulers. He loves democracy, by the way. Palpatine loves democracy.
Okay,
But
so
at the
he's
same-
good?
No.
Oh.
But he's bad. He's bad democracy.
Palpatine's
He's
bad.
he's bad democracy.
The media
right?
junkies gets political.
No. We're not talking about politics. I'm just he
Space
literally
politics.
he literally says I love he says I love democracy in a movie. So shush. Not political at all. Don't make this political ever.
Okay.
Biden.
No.
Alright.
But he kills Palpatine, which is good, right? Or he tries to kill Palpatine.
Killing
Because
people
obviously he comes back later on.
Yeah.
Palpatine also killed a whole bunch of people, so shush.
He gets out of his deaths.
But there's actually a storyline where Darth Vader is redeeming all of his actions that he's done.
Yeah.
By doing this is actual canon that he redeems himself for everything that he's done bad, and he returns he doesn't return to the light side. He's on any side. He tries to redeem himself as much as he can. Obviously, people are still gonna hate him because
He did all those bad things.
shut up. That isn't nice, okay? It's not his fault. He was taken from being a slave to aliens to a long-nosed alien, mind you.
Okay.
A really
Important
ugly
detail.
long-nosed alien to a kid that is being traumatized by a whole bunch of Jedi that are older than him to be trained to be this strong guy to kill bad people, we say. Okay, I'm done.
That was very good.
Alright.
That's cute.
Now,
You sure that was very
you both had very, very good arguments. You both went the convincing route again, which I like. You definitely tried to sway my opinions, and Yeah, I am so sorry, but Hunter's getting the point.
Oh, no! I gotta step up my game.
That was
Let's go.
I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. That was yours was really good.
Yeah.
After you were
Austin's
done,
in tears right
after
now.
you were done with yours, Luke, your
Uh-huh.
argument, I was like, I think Luke's gonna win this
Yeah.
one. But somehow Hunter stepped it up.
Because
and-
I listen, I know the Star Wars lore.
uh-huh.
Well, I was only asking questions because I know, like, I am a pretty huge Star Wars nerd,
Yes.
but I wanted to make sure I was being accurate.
As
But I
soon-
knew that was, like, every single time I do that, I was like, ooh.
As soon as you said that as soon as you said I was convincing and that he was good, I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna talk about how he was taken from a slave to being basically manipulated
Yeah, you already
as
said
the
this.
Jedi and stuff like that,
Right.
which is what I did.
Thank you for explaining that to everybody. We just
But
listened
like
to it.
that's exactly what I was like. I was thinking to myself, as soon as you said I was good, and you said as soon as you said bad was gonna be easy, I'm like, this fool, he does not know anything about Star Wars.
Okay. That is wow. Well, Luke, don't be afraid.
I gotta step it up.
You
Yeah, two more, right?
two more characters. You're down 2-0.
Yeah, if it ends in a tie, what happens?
If it ends in a tie, I will decide the winner based upon both of your
Quality.
arguments,
Okay, yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
But right now the score is Hunter 2, Luke 0. This is the time. If you lose this one,
Mm-hmm.
it's
done.
It's done. The game over.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta step it up.
and I'm actually gonna switch this around on who's doing good and who's doing bad because, just because I feel like it makes it more interesting this way.
Okay.
Our next character, very similar to all the ones we've done so far.
I
More
would hope
children
so.
killing, okay.
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes! Yes!
No
So-
way.
So, SpongeBob, this guy who goes around, he's a very
crap.
charming fellow. He makes
Mhm.
everybody's day brighter. He, he's just kind to everybody.
Stop.
And loyal, friendship-wise, and everybody except Squidward likes him. And it's just, he's just a very charming
Yes.
fellow.
That's what
Also
I
the
love
main
that.
character of his own show because of that.
What is it, SpongeBob SquarePants?
Now, Luke,
Uh-huh.
you are in charge of convincing me that SpongeBob is a bad
Okay.
person.
No, I had
Okay,
such
okay,
a good
okay.
argument for being bad.
Okay,
no.
okay.
And Luke, you are going first.
Now, I'm not gonna be able to get too specific with this because I've never seen like a whole episode, but I know the character.
Oh, that makes
Okay.
me so mad. I had
You
such
know
a good argument.
generally the
Yeah.
character.
So if there was like one episode where he like accidentally poisoned somebody, I would know about it.
There's
Okay.
not that.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, Luke.
I'm
are
going
you
first.
ready? You're going first.
I would like to think about mine first. I have the hard one. I thought the easy one goes first.
I guess. All right,
gotta
Hunter,
think
you can
about
go
mine.
first. Hunter,
Dang
you're
it.
Hunter, you're in
Yeah.
charge.
I have a whole new thing I have to think
Well,
about.
yeah. Well, just do it.
Okay.
Hunter, you are in
Oh.
charge of figuring out
Why he's
why,
good.
why he is a good person. 3, 2, 1, start.
So SpongeBob is a really very good, nice person.
That's a good
Because-
argument. I'm okay. The argument done.
He makes. See, I'm done. Okay,
Yeah.
we're all done. No more.
Yeah.
But he has this very cheerful laugh.
Right.
Everyone loves his laugh, except for Squidward. But he's a mean old grump. Okay.
Got it.
He's a mean old grump.
Who scored?
Squidward is a squid.
Don't know who
technically-
Squidward is?
No, I
Technically,
stuttered.
he
Oh.
doesn't have enough legs.
Who's
Okay.
Squidward?
He
I
doesn't, he
should've-
doesn't have enough tentacles. He only has
He's actually, yeah.
6.
Yeah. He's not
He only
even,
has 6 tentacles.
not even a squid.
Yeah, he's not even.
So he lies about being a
Exactly. See,
squid. What a jerk.
Squidward is a jerk. Obviously, we already know this. He plays the clarinet too. Plays the clarinet. What? He also
Yeah.
He also had a dream about being in a world just with him. Anyways, this is talking about Squidward. We're talking about SpongeBob.
Mhm.
The only person that really hates SpongeBob is Squidward and that one,
Miss Puff.
the pickles guy.
Oh, wait, what?
The pickles.
either those people
There's pickles in my burger.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I forget what
I'm
his
pretty
name
sure his
is.
name is literally just pickles.
Miss Puff doesn't like him either.
Yeah, Miss Pop doesn't like him either.
But, you know.
That's just because she's the driving school instructor, and like he's not that good at driving. We don't talk about that though. But anyways, the whole purpose of SpongeBob is to make everyone happy or laugh, and he does that by making really good burgers. And fun fact, the secret recipe that we've learned is actually SpongeBob, because he makes the burgers with love.
Oh.
then that's actually true. Because if you look at if there's actually I think it was one of the movies or one of the episodes, one of the secret recipe like in the vial, it actually just shows a picture of SpongeBob.
That is so sweet.
Yes, it literally is just because he is he's just the embodiment of happiness and love.
That's canon?
Yes, that is
Yes,
actually
so.
canon.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, which is why he is that's why he's good. Is
There
because
is a counter theory. I will pause just to state
Mr.
this
Krabs
theory.
wrote that?
no, it's literally just a picture of him,
Yeah, but who made the formula?
Mr. Krabs. So yes.
Which I will state this counter theory, not to help anyone's argument
Uh-huh.
at all. He makes burgers, which there's no cows in the ocean. He makes burgers at a place called the Krusty Krab.
Oh, actually,
And
have
the only crab we're aware of is Mr. Krabs.
Actually, I have a very good
Krabs is already
counter to that.
Counter theory?
Counter theory.
Okay.
You want me to say it now?
I'm paused.
Or
I'm
do you want to
paused.
say it during
I'm
that?
paused.
Go ahead.
So, fun fact: the creator of SpongeBob said that it's not actually. There's no crab meat in it. It's a veggie burger.
I feel like he has to say
No,
that.
no, he said it in 100% that it is not crab.
Dang it.
He 100% confirmed that it is not crab meat in there.
Mm.
And even if it was, that means Mr. Krabs is a bad guy, not SpongeBob.
Good point.
Exactly.
Good point.
He's just working for him. If that is true.
Mm. Got
Also, Larry the Lobster. Big man, steroids. He's not a good guy.
it.
He also, remember there was also an episode
Uh-huh.
or there's also a
See,
movie.
this is what I won't be doing.
Yeah.
There's also an episode where he was a superhero. He helped the superhero, I can't remember the two names now.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I literally remember them as soon as I was thinking of them now. Okay, anyways, he helped them save Bikini Bonnie.
Bikini Bottom, okay.
Bikini Bottom from Manta Ray or whatever his name
Yep,
is.
yep.
Yeah, Manta Ray. He's just standing there menacingly.
Okay.
No, I just thought of that. But also, there's also a movie where they were all superheroes and they saved the human world from the pirate.
I'm not considering that movie because that movie sucked.
That movie was good.
And I am the judge of this game, and if I don't like something,
If I
it
don't
goes
like
against
it,
the argument, and I hate
no.
that movie.
I do
Good.
not
Moving
wanna
on.
do this. Okay.
Moving on.
But yeah, he's
Moving
quite
on.
literally just the embodiment of kindness. I said this already, but
Okay.
that's basically what SpongeBob is he's just the
Relatable.
embodiment of kindness. And also, there's also another theory that SpongeBob is supposed to be Patrick's godfather, or like godfather, or like because his parents
Theory is
left.
on a kid's show. It's pretty cut and dry.
Mm.
Or, I guess, wet. in
No,
SpongeBob's case.
there's just a lot of theories for kids shows,
Especially SpongeBob.
especially SpongeBob. SpongeBob
Yeah.
is like one of the most theorized.
Probably reading too deep into this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, I'm saying everybody else is.
Oh no.
You never heard of skin theory?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That's-
the suit.
that's off topic, yeah,
that's
but-
off topic.
Well,
anyway.
But yeah, but he's basically supposed to be like Patrick's parents left him in SpongeBob's care, which is basically the whole point. But
Yeah.
it's also weird because they're just good friends. I can't tell. So it's like very confusing if it's like they left him in his care, or if they're just really good friends, or that he's like they've been around each other for so long that they're just really good friends because of the care that he gave to him.
Right, right.
But yeah,
Argument done? Okay.
yeah. Well, I have like 2 seconds left.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be super hard for me. I've never seen a whole episode.
Alright,
I'm gonna
well,
have to.
using...
Accuracy is not my biggest.
That's fine. There are
Right.
other ways to go about this, and
Well, okay. Yeah.
plenty of other ways. So using what knowledge you do have, using whatever strategies you're going to use. Convince me, Luke, that SpongeBob, who we've just talked about, is a bad person.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bad sponge.
Sponge.
Bad
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go for it.
So SpongeBob works at the Krusty Krab under Mr. Krabs, who is a very greedy crab who likes money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he makes these burgers for people. Again, never specified what's in them in the actual show. No one really knows, so it could be anything. Could be bad stuff, probably bad stuff. Could be good stuff. Whatever. Hunter brought up the fact that SpongeBob is a very bad driver. Bad drivers are one of the most dangerous things in this world.
That's true.
Many people have died just because of bad drivers. And SpongeBob being a bad driver is a pretty bad thing, you know. And Miss Puff, that's her name, the lady who teaches him, obviously he's not doing a very good job because he's still doing bad, but she led him down this path of evil. And he found out how enticing it was. So he began to do all these other things. He's friends with Patrick, the star, right? The starfish.
Yes.
And starfish Patrick lives under a rock.
Okay.
Get right.
You're right. He actually does.
I like how you're
This is hard.
very piecing this together.
And
This is your punishment for not watching this show.
it really
Yeah.
is. Well,
Punishment.
I'll get into that later, but yeah. SpongeBob lives in a pineapple next to a rock. So SpongeBob basically stole all the nice real estate. The pineapple is this big, awesome thing, and shut up. And Patrick is under a rock. But she just left him live in the rock.
What the heck? That is true. If that's his godparent, he
Yeah.
should let Patrick live in the pineapple.
Okay, if he is a godparent, which good theory, he's taking care of Patrick. He's doing a pretty poor job of it because he's being friendly with him, blah blah blah. But he's more of just like keeping him close because he has to. You know what I mean? He feels obligated to.
Okay.
Let's see, what else about SpongeBob do I know? Squidward really hates SpongeBob, but that's because Squidward is the only like sane person in this whole world. Like this underwater world is whack. Like they all live in this like under the world, and there's fire under the water, which doesn't make sense. And they can, I guess they can breathe because they're animals underwater, but why don't they float? Why do they just walk on the ground? That's weird.
Okay.
But I guess it doesn't really explain why he's bad per se, but he just has bad upbringing. So all bad villains have a bad upbringing, and that was bad because he doesn't know what logic is. Yeah, so he just doesn't know what's right or wrong.
Okay.
But Squidward is very logical. Like everything Squidward's saying makes sense. Like SpongeBob is annoying. Yeah, his weird laugh is pretty annoying. And I'm not one to like be mean to people, but I mean facts are facts. You know, he gets on people's nerves.
Yeah.
And Squidward's right about that. Squidward is talented at playing the clarinet. He focuses his skill. He's a painter, right?
Yes, he is.
He's an artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he like hones his skill. He tries to bring the world to good things. And if Squidward is supposed to be the antithesis to SpongeBob, then that means that SpongeBob has to be the opposite of that. Someone who isn't contributing anything to society. Someone who is just really not very like carefree, but in a bad way. If that makes sense. What else about SpongeBob is bad? There's so many things.
Yeah.
Wait, he has a friend who's a squirrel who lives under the ocean. Why would he make friends with this squirrel if he knew that they couldn't spend time together? He forced her to live in this very dangerous environment. So by making friends with her, he made her have to live under the ocean where she's constantly in the danger of glass breaking because she has a big place, she has a helmet, but glass is pretty fragile, I'd say.
Yeah.
And especially where there's like rocks and there's off sand kicked up all the time. So
Right.
SpongeBob just made friends with Sandy just to put her in danger in harm's way. Very bad stuff.
Okay.
What else? What else? Character Plankton. Ooh, Plankton. See, Plankton knows because the Krabby Patty is like pretty up and down in terms of how much people like it. But Plankton knows how to make it better, how to contribute to society, like I've been saying.
Right.
And SpongeBob is just doing what everyone tells him to do, which makes what Mr. Krabs telling him to do, because Mr. Krabs is already very morally unbad or ungood, bad.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob is just following him blindly, so obviously, if he's following his orders, he's doing bad things. So even if it doesn't look like that, whatever he's doing is bad, probably, because he's under Mr. Krabs' morals.
Right.
So Plankton is trying to fix all of this by stealing the formula so that he can make the good restaurant that is good for people to come in and expect goodness. He won't have any mysterious Krabby Patty no one knows what it's made out of. He'll tell them what the secret formula is, not talk about what the actual formula is. And he's a good guy too. So SpongeBob, if SpongeBob wasn't in the show, the balance would all be perfect, I'd say. I think if SpongeBob wasn't in the show, everything would be better.
Got it.
Kill SpongeBob.
Got it.
Let me say something real quick.
Okay.
No.
This doesn't count towards your
I'm not
argument.
having that.
Or against mine.
Or against yours at all. Plankton uses chum. Do you know what chum is made of? Dead fish.
What?
Yep.
That's morbid.
Chum bucket.
His restaurant is called the Chum Bucket.
His restaurant?
Yep.
Yeah,
his
he has a
is the chum
restaurant
bucket.
too. That's the whole
And
thing. He's
literally-
rivaling the Krusty
Also,
Krab.
also, there's an episode where you can see fish bones.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna let that sway.
I'm not gonna let that sway.
Yeah.
I was just saying it because I was thinking about the plankton thing.
Okay.
Plankton.
Well, let's get into the winner here.
Squidward.
Okay.
Squidward.
Anyways, for
Wait, I can talk about this snail.
no, it's too late.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. For truly and utterly convincing me
Ah.
that that SpongeBob is either a good or a bad person.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, this looks like it's gonna be a short episode. Hunter,
Yeah.
you did not win.
What?
The point goes to Luke.
No, there's no way.
My
Luke.
limited knowledge saved me this time.
It actually did. A big reasoning for me giving you this point
Uh-huh.
is because you really impressed me with how logical and how accurate you could make your argument
Uh-huh.
with how little knowledge you've had. Because
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's true that you've never watched a full episode.
I've seen many memes. I've seen few clips. Never seen a
Mhm.
full episode. I couldn't even tell you the name of an episode.
That is very impressive that you were able to recall so much of the plot.
Most of what I've seen is
generally.
memes or sound effects, and that kind of thing.
Okay. And Hunter, the reason you did not get the point is because you mentioned the superhero movie.
Okay, no, that is not. That is
Not
not,
the only
count.
reason, because mine
If
was
that's
It's
the
not
reason
only
why, I was gonna
reason.
say
It's not
no.
the only reason.
That's a reason, though.
It is one reason.
No.
I hate that movie so much. But anyway,
Okay.
your argument was also very good. But I feel like it could have been a little more memorable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Could have been a little more memorable.
I don't even remember what it was about. SpongeBob.
Something
Okay,
like
buddy,
that.
don't you-
Okay, but I was actually had tears in my eyes when he was talking about the SpongeBob secret formula thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That is super
very
like
cool. Yeah.
that is super wholesome.
Yes. So, with the points at Hunter 2, Luke 1, here's...
won?
No.
I won.
Hunter
No.
two.
I won.
Where's the secret?
Let's
here's,
go.
Here's what can happen from here. We have one more character. If Luke wins this one, then it will be at a tie.
Yes,
From
please.
there, it will be up to me to decide who wins.
There's a problem because I already heard Hunter's other arguments.
Yes. Based out of both arguments that you two have made, all the arguments you two have made, I'll have to decide from there. But if Hunter gets this point, the game is automatically over. He wins the secret prize.
I wonder what it could be.
And Luke is just a loser.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll just buy it.
Okay.
I'll
This
just
is a
buy it.
prize you cannot buy. This is a
Oh.
very special prize.
Uh-oh, I wonder what it could be.
Very special prize. Anyway.
It's Austin's love.
Yeah, totally. No, you can buy that.
Yeah.
Anyway, our final character, Peter Parker,
Peter Parker.
Spider-Man.
Pickled
Oh.
peppers.
Peter
Oh.
Okay,
Parker.
friendly neighbor-
Wait,
Okay.
which
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker though?
It can be any Peter Parker that you
Not
want.
Miles Morales.
Not Miles Morales.
Okay, I could do Peter Parker.
It can be any
And that is, like,
Spider-Man.
The first two are definitely more my speed.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this one.
It can be literally any Peter. It can be
Okay.
Tom Holland,
I
Andrew
do all of
Garfield.
them?
I'm just gonna say
You can do all of
general.
them.
I'm just gonna say General
You
Peter.
can get crazy with it. You can do General Peter, whatever you want
Yeah.
to do. Now, Hunter, you're in charge of convincing me that Peter Parker, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, swings around saving people,
Yeah.
is a very great superhero that everyone respects except for J. Jonah Jameson. You're in charge of convincing me that this superhero,
bad
I'm really
guy.
dragging this on,
Yeah.
Come on, I need to know.
is a good person.
What?
Bro, why is it every single time I have a good one for why he's bad, it's he's good.
This is predetermined.
Yep, predetermined. It is. I didn't decide this on the spot. It is
The
already
last one
here,
you did.
except for the last one, yes. But it
Why?
is a list on here. The last one I switched because I thought it'd make it more interesting.
I am interesting. Okay, go.
So, Hunter, you are in charge with convincing me that Peter Parker is a good person. Are you ready?
What am I in charge of?
What do you think?
Convincing this bad person.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, start.
Spider-Man, obviously a good person, just because like he's out there saving people,
Mhm.
saving lives,
Mm-hmm.
getting people to be good people, because like you know, Spider-Man, wow, 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 swinging from building to building, swinging from your mom's house to your dad's house to your dog's house to your everywhere house, because
Okay.
he is saving everybody in your neighborhood, because.
Okay.
Obviously, he has the superpowers, and as Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. Unless you're Tom Holland, or your Aunt May said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought I was like,
Got
ooh,
it.
how big
And
is-
also, as you do know, all the Spider-Mans, all their fathers were absent. Except for the ending of, I feel so bad for Andrew Garfield because he got the worst. He just got the butt of the whole thing, honestly. They just really messed him up with it. He was such a good Spider-Man, honestly.
Okay.
His father is like, "Hello, I'm sorry about everything that I did. I left you and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. That doesn't really matter. It's screw him, I guess. I just
Okay.
brought that up. It's fine.
Got it.
But yeah, Peter Parker is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, as you may know. He does all this good stuff for people. As he saves people. He kissed Mary Jane.
That's good.
Yeah.
Save some for me.
Whoa.
What?
Who? Which one?
Okay.
But yeah, like, and obviously he's a very good guy.
Yes.
He had some patches in his life. I'm sorry about that. That wasn't his fault.
Got
That
it.
wasn't his fault.
Got it.
And he's just a nice guy. He's a good guy. Pizza time. It's pizza time, guys.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
We do
Yeah.
like pizza here.
Also, Tom Holland was framed. He was framed
Oh,
for
yeah.
being a bad guy for killing. He killed a bad guy that was making people think that he was a good guy, but he was actually a bad guy. Mysterio.
I just thought I was something from my argument.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. This is really. This is actually. Because I know so many reasons why he's bad, but I can't think of any.
Oh.
You really messed me up.
Yeah.
Hey, you both have a fair chance.
I know,
in
but you
this
really
game.
messed me up here.
You both have a fair chance.
I've been good 3 times in a row. I'm pretty sure.
Hurry up! You have time limit.
But yeah, he just swings around doing good things for people. Like he saved some people's dogs. I can't. I
You just want to
can't.
end your time now?
Just end my time.
Is this
Just
it?
give it to. Just give the point.
No.
No.
I can't think of any reason
Hang on,
why he's
hang on.
that good.
Well, I'm struggling over here. But it's okay. I have 1 point. It's always something you said.
I want to defend myself here. This is completely fair because this is predetermined, and I
had 3 goods.
I had no idea which ones you were gonna struggle with, bad or good. I didn't know which would be the hard. So
Yeah.
this is fair.
Yeah,
this
it's
is a
fair.
fair
It's
game.
not-
I mean,
yeah.
in my mind, this is unfair.
Okay.
You know
well,
in your heart that it was fair.
You gave up, so is it his turn
Yeah,
now?
Luke's turn.
Okay.
Knowing everything that I know about Spider-Man, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Luke, you were to convince me why
Okay.
an extremely influential superhero in society is
Mhm.
a very bad person.
Okay. I shall start off with a quote from Tobey Maguire himself.
Got it.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Exactly.
What?
See, that's basically.
That is a-
That's an instant like.
That is a rude thing to say.
Wow.
Anyway, even if
Mhm.
I can't remember what the context was, but it's a rude thing to say anyway. But just in general, spiders are bad things. Spiders bite people. They infect people. They
Mhm.
spin webs that make people get sick.
Yeah.
Something, right? They eat them. They inhale them. They get choked and die.
Got
They
it.
inhale and they choke and die.
So obviously that's already a bad thing, right? He got these powers by chance, but he could have just chosen to use them.
Mhm.
He could have chosen no spiders, they're bad. But instead he goes out, makes a big mess of the city, puts these webs all over the place.
Yes.
Has to clean them all up. All the news is reporting about how much of a spider menace he is.
Mhm.
He's making all this big ruckus.
Right.
He killed somebody, right? Or he killed somebody. Mysterio, right? He killed him.
Got it.
He definitely not framed.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything else to say about that. But yeah, there are many villains he has to fight, and he does kill most of them. They end up, getting knocked out on the ground, that kind of thing. But it's like, oh, they're not actually dead; they're just knocked out. But at any rate, that's still like death, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he already has a lot of casualties on his list. A lot of bad things that he's said and done. Just anyway, he's a bad person. He had a bad upbringing, like I've said before. All villains have to have a bad upbringing. Both his parents died, right? He has to live with his aunt and uncle. Well, in different versions, obviously, different people, but just in general, like in the basic Spider-Man, his uncle dies. Tells him with great power comes great responsibility. But clearly, he didn't take that to heart and just went off on a heyday, making all this nonsense happen. So, that's really not a very good thing to do. He just betrayed his dead uncle. Let me think of what else I can say because this is a really hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are both hard. Spider-Man. Spider-Man climbs on buildings. Round all over.
Spider-Man climbs
Oh,
on buildings.
he thinks that since he's Spider-Man, he can do whatever he wants. He goes sits on top of buildings and all the time. He invades people's private property.
Okay.
He, does that kind of thing. I guess Peter Parker really. He hides his identity from everybody because he, is trying to. He doesn't want to be true to himself. He doesn't want to reveal that he's the one causing all these bad things to happen. Why would he hide his identity?
Batman hides his identity.
Why would he hide his identity if he only did really good things? Why wouldn't he want to tell everybody about that?
True.
Unless he was trying to cover up for all the bad things he did. Everyone sees on the news all the bad stuff he does. Obviously there's some morality issues here with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
our little friendly neighbor Spider-Man.
If you have nothing else, you can always end early.
Can't think of anything else. I'm gonna say end early.
Okay, so that is your reason.
That was a hard round for both of us.
If we swapped, I feel like we could have had good things too.
Yeah.
If I was swapped to bad, I think I could have gotten really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at any rate,
we'll do this. Hunter, if you can make a better argument as to why Spider-Man's a bad person, then I will give you the point.
Okay.
We'll do that because you did end yours early.
You should set a 3-minute timer.
3-minute timer. You have less time. Speed round.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So obviously, as he stated, with the I missed the part where that's my problem. That was kind of loosely because of symbiote suit, but he also can control his actions with that too. At the same time. He also cheated on Mary Jane with Gwen Stacy.
What?
Yes.
That's the he
cheated on Mary Jane with Gwen Stacy. Also, Spider-Man killed Norman Osborn. He says, wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was his fault because I just dodged out of the way when I could have easily stopped it. He could have easily just stopped it from moving and just thrown it that way.
Yes.
Also, Peter Parker from Tom Holland. He almost killed Norman Osborn in that movie too. He also killed Mysterio.
Wow.
Which was...
Keep racking up these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's just killing people. Like, what is he doing? He's a good guy? No. J. Jonas Jameson is correct. He's a spider menace, and he needs to be stopped.
Okay.
Also, he created Electro in one of the versions of Spider-Man. I can't remember which one it is, but he created Electro because he was like bullying him and stuff like that, and basically forced him to becoming a bad guy.
Yeah.
I think that's also Tobey Maguire's. Not Tobey Maguire's. What's his name?
Tom Holland?
No.
Andrew
Andrew Garfield, yeah.
Got it.
And because he forgot who he was, he didn't talk. He just forgot who the guy was, and he just goes like, "How can he forget who I am? I worked with him. I talked to him. We were good friends," and just forgets him.
Yeah.
And also Eddie, not Eddie, the one that was in Tobey Maguire that had the Venom suit. He basically ruined his entire job.
What a jerk.
What a jerk! He got him fired.
What?
He got that guy fired just because for no reason at all.
Just because for no reason at all.
It's like he's such a bad guy, and he makes J. Jonah Jameson look like this he's like this insane person. He's just he's just telling the truth to everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, man, stop acting like you're a good guy. You cheated on your girlfriend. After years of being together, you cheated on her. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Sandman, he didn't want to do anything bad. He just became sand.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
He actually fell into something because of Spider-Man.
And he had a daughter.
Yeah, he had a daughter. And he tried to kill him. He tried to kill him for no reason at all.
That's also pretty stupid. You can't kill sand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Idiot.
He used his biggest weakness against him because he can't fight his own battles. That's why Spider-Man is a bad person. He also made Norman Osborn's son, I can't remember his name, think that he didn't mean to kill Norman. He made him think. He manipulated him into thinking, I didn't do it. I couldn't do anything about it. Okay, done.
Okay. Well,
That
let's
was very
decide
interesting.
for the groundbreaking point here.
Yeah.
This will either create a tie, which will have another dilemma, or this will end the game.
Either way, it's looking pretty bad for me.
Yes. So, this point. Sorry, Hunter. This point goes to Hunter.
Ah!
Hunter wins
Let's
the
go.
game.
I knew it.
Hunter is our winner. I feel like he wants to handshake.
Yeah, handshake.
I feel like you definitely fought very valiantly with that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But another huge deciding factor is you talked a bit about J. Jonah Jameson, which is what I was looking for.
Oh.
There's a common theme with each of these characters. Peter Parker, I was looking for you to talk about J. Jonah Jameson. With SpongeBob, I was looking for whoever was going to talk about Squidward.
Uh-huh.
With Anakin Skywalker, I was looking more for whoever would talk about Palpatine.
Mhm.
And William Afton didn't really have anybody.
Yeah. He just really
basically, whoever is another big moral compass in their story.
Mhm.
I was looking. You definitely would have easily swayed me if you talked more about them.
Okay.
And J. Jonah Jameson. It's the first time we probably said his
Yeah,
name correctly.
really.
He is my favorite Spider-Man character.
Yeah.
And I really like him as a character in general. And Hunter also had a very good, very desperate argument.
Yeah.
And he worked very hard for this win, I feel like.
Yes, he did.
So you get the secret prize, Hunter.
Secret prize.
The secret prize that you worked
Secret prize.
so hard for.
Secret prize.
Your secret prize, Hunter. You get to, without either of our help,
Oh, here we go.
you get to come up with the next topic for the next episode that will be released after the spooky special.
Oh God.
Without any
I
of our
guess
help,
this.
we can't say no.
Oh no.
It is your job not only to come up with the
I wouldn't say
episode,
more.
but you must run the episode, you must record it, you must...
Edit?
No.
This
That-
is
that
no
would
longer
re-
actually isn't a prize. This
Yeah,
is just
that would not
torture.
be a
That would really be mean.
Yeah.
It is your job to come up with the topic, to keep everything in track, all of that funness.
Mhm.
And the topic cannot be media related. You must come up with something that is
Oh
not
my God.
media related.
Alright. You have like 2 or 3
The
weeks to
one
do
thing
this.
that I do not
You
have.
do have a lot of time to do this
Yeah,
because we
true.
did record 2 episodes
Mhm.
and the spooky special is coming out soon.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was our little game of
That was
moral
really
compass.
good. That was really fun. I like that a lot.
Um,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I was very excited to do that.
That was perfect.
Hunter definitely earned this one. I
Yeah.
feel like Hunter he went solid with the
So,
first
I'm-
2
I'm-
arguments.
I am an actor by trade,
Mhm.
but for some reason being put on the spot like that, I was like,
Yes, that's
But-
why that's part of the game is
yeah.
not knowing, having to
Exactly,
think on
yeah.
the spot. So
It was a hard game for
yes, it definitely
sure.
was.
But Hunter came in clutch.
Yes.
Not really, well,
yeah.
he blew it out of the park, I guess.
Yes. So, but nonetheless, you both did wonderfully, and enjoy your prize, Hunter.
Yeah.
That you fought so
I
hard for.
definitely will.
I hope
Yeah.
you're happy that
When you said this is a
won.
prize money can't buy, I knew what it was.
Yeah, it is a prize that money can't buy. Power. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm very
Money can buy power.
Yeah. Hunter's the only one who hasn't gotten to do an
Yes.
episode yet, so.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what your episode will be in about a month or so.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sweet.
if there's nothing left to be said.
And that's about it. So,
All right, are you good?
Sorry.
This is not Moist
This
Critical.
is not Moist Critical. Stop.
I was just watching it before
Yeah.
this.
I was too, actually.
Cyberwolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Anyway,
Media.
that's about it. 3, 2, 1. Peace
Peace
out,
out,
media
media
junkies.